10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Dusk.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Hello, hello, hello. All right,
hello.
there we go. Thank you.
I was muted. Oh, these 2 buttons. Okay. Next time I know. Okay. So Dota TV. Me, him.
10 seconds remaining.
All right,
Alright. So
here we go.
I'll be the sound controller.
Nice. I love it.
Remaining.
All right, 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Perfect World Masters. We're hopping into our 3rd series of the day. It's been like a couple of hours, but you know, we're still making our way through it. How you doing, Black?
Pretty good. Some unfortunate technical problems. Hotels on fire. all that
PC
kind of
boom.
stuff. Yeah, PC boom. Hotel on fire. Firefighters were there already. We're good to go.
They're taking care of it. Now we have Lich. He's going to cool down the fires as well. Mineski, they're going to be playing. A very interesting matchup that we've got for ourselves today. It's a best of 2. It's Team Secret versus Mineski. 2 of probably the hottest teams over the past month or so, I would say. Both of these teams just feel like they're so solid.
Yeah, although Mineski has kind of been like falling off lately, they've been struggling a bit in their own region, whereas before they were completely dominating it. And then, of course, you have Secret, who have like a stand-in now because Midone had to go home because of
personal issues.
Personal issues, yeah.
Thoughts to him and everybody else as well, of course. But that does mean that we're going to be seeing CTY. I always feel like he's one of the more... he reminds me of like the eternal envy of China, if that makes sense. He's always doing crazy stuff. That's what I think of when I think of him.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. But he... First and foremost, I think he's like a super farmer.
Right.
Like if you give him a lot of space, he's going to take it. Sometimes even too much.
Okay.
That's kind of like what he gets criticized for, that he farms a bit too much sometimes, so that his team kind of gets left out dry.
Right. And then, of course, if like you want to show up to a fight or something, he's off farming somewhere else.
Right.
Everybody has faults. But that also is the nice part about him is that in this context, he's already used to not grouping up with his team. They don't need to communicate. Just chat real.
Yeah. Not bad. But of course, we see the first pick Tiny again from Secret. I think it was the 3rd time today.
That hero's so freaking good.
And then they respond with Tusk Lich. Tusk is amazing against Tiny, by the way, because of the Sigil. He already doesn't have any attack speed, and the Sigil slows it down by another 60%. So you basically don't even attack anymore.
And then Frost Armor too? That's the way to go. He doesn't have attack speed, so just don't let him hit
doesn't
you.
attack anymore, yep. Then with Earth Spirit, he got a bit nerfed, but he still has the same thing. He got stuns, slows, silences, very strong roamer.
Yeah. This hero
Nothing
always
to
feels
fault
like
there.
if he's in the right hands, he's just a game changer constantly.
Actually, Jabs was a monster on him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't opt to pick him up.
Yeah.
But I mean, they obviously have plans with Tusk and Lich already to counter the Tiny. Because they expected the Tiny first pick from Secret, they've done it twice already.
Right, and I guess maybe that's the whole idea. Again, we're talking about the attack speed slow. It's a way to help deal with it. Do you like the decision? Tusk feels like he's a hero that's sort of risen a lot in the stock for how much people like him. How much do you rate this hero right now?
Actually, especially in C,
Yeah.
Tusk has been seeing a lot of play lately. And actually, Mineski themselves have been getting beaten by Tusk quite a bit as well.
Really?
So that probably kind of influenced their opinion on him as well.
Okay.
And yeah, as I said, especially against Tiny, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this one.
And he can be played at position 4 and offlane as well.
Yeah, we saw Mu
do that.
play one a little bit earlier today. They ended up losing with it, and he also went Meteor Hammer.
Was it the Carry Jakiro game?
It was a Carry Jakiro game.
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, they dominated. All right, we don't need to talk too much about that game, but I want to say at least like the tiny IO that they ran dominated early, and then they just couldn't close it out.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Meteor Hammer, yay or nay?
Nay, that's never good.
All right,
it's awful.
good.
It's so terrible.
What I think too.
That item is rough. I like the tweet that Lacoste put out earlier. Did you see it?
I did not.
He said, Meteor Hammer is a situational item. If you give up and then sell all your items, that's the situation to buy it.
Yeah, I would have to agree. The only viable hero for me is Phoenix.
Yeah.
Can do the dive. Yeah.
It's kind of nifty.
So Razor, and that is a very strong hero against Tiny, especially now that his ultimate doesn't give movement speed anymore. It's kind of easy to just stay on him and then drain all his damage.
Right.
And they're really prepared for this Tiny.
I mean, they knew it was coming. Everybody talks about him. They feel like he's really the best in the game. I like the new Razor a lot, too. The Purge that you get, it helps you farm a little bit more. You can use
And Purge itself is very rare in Dota right now. There's only 2 items and 2 spells that do it.
10 seconds.
Well, they have
Well, Satyr as well. I guess a little mini
Death
Satyr.
Satyr, Shadow Demon ulti,
Shadow Demon ulti also purchased. Yeah. Then I have Nullifier and the Necronomicon.
Brewmaster ulti, the Storm Panda.
Well, you can dispel it, but it's not really a purge.
I guess that's true. Yeah, it's not a purge. Okay. Yeah, and I think that this one is one of the best ones, too, because you can, like, run somebody down with it.
Yeah, for sure. The Doombringer again.
Another purge. Here we go. They're lining up the purges. It's time to party.
Well, Doom is in response to Ench because you kind of just like eat his creep and Ench is somewhat useless. Unless Ench is offlane, then of course it's a bit different. Because offlane Ench is not as reliant on creeps as the position 4 or position 5 Ench is.
Well, and I think that we've been seeing a lot of Enchantresses played in the offlane. I remember the General comes to mind.
LGD has been running it a bit on FY.
Okay.
But LGD wasn't very successful with it.
Okay.
So.
I'm not sure if you like that one as much.
But Navi was quite successful with it, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. And yeah, it's a very strong offlaner, especially if you don't have the heroes to deal with him, which Razor and Doom are not.
Right.
On the offlane at least.
Well, and I think that also, like, you can steal damage, but Enchantress,
You can't hit him.
run away, right?
Yeah, you can't hit him. Bad Rider. Okay, so it's going to be the support Enchantress and the offlane Bad Rider. Not a bad choice at all. Ench can, in combination with Bad Rider, can put out so much pressure early on to kind of just help the Tiny free farm a bit. We'll actually have to see how they'll end up laning this because Tiny can't really solo bottom.
Okay.
Like, if they put Tiny solo safe, then it would be very awkward.
5 seconds remaining.
Because you do a Lich Doom duo lane at that point?
They will do Lich Doom duel, probably.
Okay.
And that might also mean that Secret wants to dodge the lane and put Tiny, ES, and Ench off lane, kind of like an aggro tri lane,
Okay.
which could work. They want to avoid the Lich with the Tiny
Yeah. That's
at
a
all
rough one.
costs. They want to avoid him for sure.
And I guess that's the nice thing, too, is that since you have this Razor, he's kind of that bulky safe lane hero that's not going to hurt that much if the Tusk roams around and makes stuff happen, or if the Lich doesn't stay in his lane all the time.
Right. Well, technically, it could still be a Razor middle too.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Even though Moon doesn't really like to play Razor too much. It's usually a Mushi hero.
Right.
So it's most likely safe lane.
Yeah, it definitely feels like
Well, they will have the last pick, so they will have the choice, but what does Secret need? Secret needs some kind of... They're lacking a bit of team fight.
Yeah, they have...
Like a Puck or something would be really good. Puck is banned already. Quap is banned as well.
all those heroes. Morana's gone.
Morana's gone. Venno is gone. A lot of mid-team fighters are actually just banned out.
Team secrets.
It's a
turn-
CTY
And CTY hero is like, it's like OD, those kind of heroes, but it's not really good.
Is there any chance that he could play the Tiny?
He can probably play it, but Ace has been playing it so far pretty much
Okay.
every game, so...
Got it. Well, we'll wait and see. Other things.
But a typical CTY here is like OD, TA, but TA is pretty bad against Razor and Doom. OD is not
5
a
seconds
very strong
remaining.
either in this matchup.
I mean, you can like Hurricane Pike away from the Razor eventually. You know,
Yeah, but the lane is a bit rough.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Radiant team picked.
Well, we'll see what they go for.
Sniper.
Hey.
Sniper is really good against the Razor. So it would
CTY.
definitely not be a Razor mid. They need some kind of counter to the Sniper to get in close. Although it might be a bit hard because Storm is banned, Quap is banned, Puck is banned.
Wonder, God, I'm trying to figure out like what actually you could go for because you don't want to play it against the mid lane.
5 seconds
Do you take like a normal safe lane here, like a Sven, and try and run it mid, or is that too scary too?
The problem is with Razor. There's
Oh, there we
DP.
go. That's a cool one.
So they're going for a push strat instead now. But Sniper is really good against that too. I actually think the Sniper last pick is it's going to be very difficult to deal with for sure.
Well, he also has an amazing set, so clearly has one up in his book. Puppy going to be playing the Enchantress, the classic. Seen it a million times.
With Sniper, Enchantress, mid lane can do so much.
Okay.
You have 3 shrapnels, the guy's just going to die. If Ench gets a good creep.
Even against the Death Prophet, like there's a hero that's known for turning around ganks. He's Spirit Siphon a creep. What do you think?
I mean, you could probably survive it, but after that, you're kind of dry.
Okay.
And you're going to have a lot of problems last hitting against the Sniper.
All right, I'm with you then. This sounds terrifying. Mineski, so you're feeling like it's going to be a team secret early game win, at least in the laning stage? Does it depend more upon what you get with Enchantress?
It should be an early game win for a secret, but I think they're going to have a hard time protecting both the Tiny and the Sniper.
Okay.
Because they both need protection early on. You don't want to lane the Tiny 1v1 against the Doom. Not early. You need some levels advantage. They can do that. Same with the Sniper. You don't really want to leave him solo against the DP because they're going to roam on him with the Tusk and Lich. And yeah, I think if they can secure both the Sniper and the Tiny, then it's going to be very hard for Mineski to win. But as I said, it's very, very hard. But that's going to be their objective. They're kind of just going to sacrifice the Bad Rider, leave him to his own devices. And, yeah.
Man, you're making this casting thing easy. I'm just like, all right, now I know what I need to look out for. And then we'll find out if they're going to win or not. But early movement out here. Mineski going to be sticking that Doom up to the top lane.
Yeah.
And just trying to get some early wards down, the normal.
They're probably just going to do standard lanes. And the good thing about Razor is he can pretty much 1v1 the Bad Rider. That means the supports are very free. They can roam to mid and top. And bottom lane as well, of course.
Right.
They can pretty much just do whatever they want to. Lich is most likely gonna... You always want to start denying offlane creep. Just in case they try in there, which they will. Secret is not trying to dodge the lanes.
Oh, I had a little bit of a play there. We switched over observers, so I need to try and get my my overlays back over to normal, or rather my spectator things. Whatever, we'll make do. It'll be fine.
You'll figure it out, yeah. Interesting to note, Razor started with boots, actually.
30
Oh my
seconds
goodness.
left.
And Bad Rider did not.
Oh, how much does that hurt Fata in this lane?
It's gonna be... Especially if it's a 1v1, which it will be for at least a minute, because Ench can't get a creep before that. It's gonna be quite tough for him on the lane. Because usually it's the other way around. The Razor doesn't start with boots, and the Bad Rider does. Okay, so Lich is actually denying a mid creep instead of top.
Right, and
Alright.
Doom moving forward. He's going to come over and be able to contest this. The roll forward. But Yapsor not wanting to test it too much, and Ace picks up the bounty rune. Everybody from Mineski just runs away.
The Sniper is gonna be pretty late for the lane now.
Did Jabs miss that block off on the creeps, it looks like?
Yeah, well, there's one creep missing.
Yeah, it's back here. He ended up
Oh.
going for the shards, but it...
Yeah, he missed it.
Okay.
Bot lane should be fine for the Razor for the time being, until they start roaming on him. We'll have to see what Ench wants to do, what lane he wants to attack.
Yeah. He does start with the Blightstone as well, and actually not going with any creeps at all.
Yeah, it's just solo smoke. He wants to get the Courier.
Okay.
But the Courier is actually not even walking out right now. So it's not really gonna work out. And he also wants to get in a deep ward. He still has one. Planted yet.
Yep, sort of runs into Jabs here up to the top side as well. That's going to stop any type of rotation that could have come in from Yapsor, and not going to get blocked off by the shards either. There's a lot of damage on him, though, with the boots.
And you see the Enchantress, the ward was planted for the Courier, but he's still not moving it out. He might actually still want to snipe it.
Yeah,
And coming out now, he's going to see with the ward. It's going to be really big if he gets it.
Yeah, movement in, and obviously very swift. Puppy going to look for the run in. Getting blocked by his own creep, actually. He might have to get it on the backside.
Yeah, he's going to wait until it runs back, I think. But usually, it's a lot harder to kill when it runs back than when it runs to the hero. But I think they're kind of forgetting about it. Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be a kill.
There's a lot of money now.
Well, great start. Jab's going to be able to find the block off, but he might just be in trouble.
Yeah, he can't fight the Ench.
Turn up. The Blightstone. A hell of a lot of damage to him, and didn't reveal the ward there, I don't think.
Well, actually, Mushi, 9 napalm stacks on him right now. He was kind of getting aggressive under the tower.
Well, he's able to get them all off now and steal some damage from Fata.
Yeah.
So the early laning stage still only 2-2 for Mushi on this Razor in comparison to the, well, I guess 2-2 on the Batrider as well.
It's going to get progressively harder to lane against the Batrider as Razor. The other one pretty much the easiest, and then as the levels progress, you're going to have a lot of problems. Especially now with the Ench rolling around there.
Oh, blocking off Ace. They're messing with them a little bit. They have a Eastern as well. Ninja Boogie does have enough and going to clarity for a Frost Blast, but not going to go for it.
So their plan apparently is to kind of sack this Tiny early and make sure the Batrider and the Sniper get a good game. Which makes sense because the Batrider in their lineup is the tempo controller, and you always want to make sure your tempo controller gets a pass blink. Just so you can assert dominance on the map.
Out mid lane again. Onto the Sniper. A lot of damage with the Tusk rolling in, and well, it's looking like they're just going to be able to shrug that one off. But DP is really putting the hurt to CTY in the mid lane right now.
I'm actually surprised CTY is losing CS quite badly. He has more than double on the DP.
Oh, bottom lane as well. Mushi is going to get dove here, and well, with all the stacks, all the damage over time, this should be a kill.
Yeah.
A way to turn that around, but Fata's actually taking some damage.
Yeah.
That? No, he's going to be fine. He's just going to salve up, run away. First blood drawn. Mushi dies in the bottom lane.
Play. But Razor's going to have a very rough time. They need to make something happen to give him more space. But I can't really rotate. Wait, it's not as good as Shrapnel at all. He's actually just dead now.
Uh-oh. CY ran it yet again. They don't have... They go for the Crypt Swarm, and it's going to use it here. Not even actually going to go for it yet. There it is. Moon finds the kill.
Actually, the only reason he died is because he didn't skill Shrapnel at all. It's so weird. Usually you have 2 in Shrapnel or 3, right?
Yeah. Like, what's the thought behind this build?
Well, he wants to stay out of range so he can't get like, initiated on, but the task just rolled on him, and then he was... I think Shrapnel's just strong to not skill. But... we'll see. He'll probably pick it up at 4 and 5 then. Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, Yaptor is getting ran at again by Mushi. 56 damage stolen. Almost enough for the kill, but he can't use. And now Mushi is going to get turned around upon. They bring in the Hellfire Smasher, and oh, Mushi's dead again.
And to hell, he got smashed.
Yeah, he did. My goodness. Well,
they're getting a lot out of those rotations bottom lane. Whereas Tiny is kind of just accepting his fate that he's being sacked right now. He's not trying to get too much, he's not getting greedy, he's just getting what he can. Like a little pull here and there.
Oh no, mid lane again. CTY gets rolled on, and he is level 3 right now compared to Moon, who's level 5.
But I really think it's just a very big snowball effect because of the first kill they got.
Yeah.
It would have never happened.
Well, I guess could you say that part of that was also because there weren't any TP rotations, or?
No, TPs wouldn't really have saved him, I think.
Okay.
Because he shouldn't even be in a dying position against these 2 heroes, I think. Not early on, at least.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. A whole flurry of misadventures, and they're going to try and dive forward for this Doom. In the meantime, Mushi gets a return kill. Ace very low. Is he going to go down? Oh, my God. Ice, what a freaking player. And he's going to walk away from Yapzor. They have a roll. Do they want to go for it here? They end up going for the Infernal Blade. Yapzor wants to make this happen. He is going to be able to find the kill, but it looks like he's going to pay the cost as he goes down. Dead from the grave. A double. Yeah, this guy's pretty good at Dota.
That's what I said, man. Ice, he just makes way too much chaos, man. He's way too good at this. Yeah. Was she in trouble?
Uh-oh, bottom lane. Getting gone on. She's trying to run. They have Ninja Boogie in the area. Slowed down, turn around, not going to happen. So Fata trying to bring something back for his team, but yeah, like you said, he is going to go down.
Yeah, we also missed the kill on the Enchantress. Or did you catch that one?
No, I didn't. I just
did Razor solo kill the Enchantress? I'm not entirely sure how, but...
And then it happens.
Yeah, so sniper level 4, DP level 6.5. The level 1 shrapnel now.
Radiant are scanning.
I'm going to switch over one more of these settings real quick just because I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, no
there it
worries.
is.
So this Doom is incredibly fat right now. 3,000 net worth, top 1 in the entire game.
And
Interesting skill build. 113. Usually people go 131.
huh, yeah, it's I guess just the longer base burn damage, the max HP.
It's mostly the cooldown that goes down a lot.
Okay, that's the main thing.
Yeah,
A
8
sniper
seconds.
again in the mid lane is going to get rolled on.
Again. It's very, very hard for him to play now because the task is actually very high level compared to what it should be because it's not like 3 times the mid lane now.
And I mean, you have level 6 on Doom, you have level 6 on DP. They're using it to start to bring down this tower.
It's going to lose more than half health.
This is really, really chaotic and rough. And, well, they doomed up here in the top lane onto Ace, but they weren't able to find the kill.
Dire's middle tower
Heals
is under attack.
from Puppy, save his life.
Yeah, well, the only upside for Secret right now is that the Razor is relatively poor. Because he died like... How many times did he die? 3 times. Yeah. That's like the only upside Secret has right now.
So how comfortable would you be right now for Mineski? Like, you don't have a Razor that's very farm, but everybody else is doing quite well.
I think Mineski feels quite comfortable. Simply because the biggest issue that I've had is the Sniper. But Sniper is being controlled like immensely. He has not even 2k net worth, level 5, while DP is almost 8. Was 3.5. And it's going to be very hard to protect the Sniper from the ganks right now.
Well, you mentioned that was what they needed to be able to do this game, was protect the Tiny, protect the Sniper.
Yeah.
Neither of those things have really happened, and we're in a position now, 8 minutes in, where it's a 2,000 net worth lead. I feel it could snowball from
Well,
there.
the Bad Rider will have to make a lot of space for his team right now. He opted to go for the drums first. And that means his Blink Dagger is going to be delayed by a lot too. So,
Right.
what I told you before about the tempo controller, I thought he would go for Blink Dagger first because they invest so many resources into him. But with the drums, he really give that back to the team. Drums is more like a farming item on Bad Rider.
Right.
So,
So why do you think that he ended up going for that? What's the upside of going for a drums early in Fata?
well, drum means that your fight is stronger.
Okay.
But the question, does it really make a difference? Because Radiant teamfight is amazing.
Okay.
They have DP, they have Lich, they have Tusk, and they have Doom. I think you can team for them, even with drones. I would have liked to see Big Digger first on him for sure.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we've got the level 8 Doom. It's about to be off cooldown again in 20 seconds, roughly, as he gets another Infernal Blade off. Man, that's gotta be so frustrating. He just walks up and every 4 seconds Infernal Blades ace. Over and over and over again.
Yep. But don't forget the Doom to
Lasso?
actually get reduced by the tiny ult.
Yeah, down bottom, Mushi took a lot of damage there, and they do have 5 stacks on him right now. Fata trying to chase here with these drums. He's making it work, actually. Turns over the Jabs, not quite going to be able to find that kill. And now with Firefly wearing out, Fata is in a little bit of trouble. Can they make this happen? The snowball forward, the kill is there. Mineski making the plays that they need him to. And with Mushi here as well, he'd be able to get cleanup onto Yapsor with the plasma field, or possibly even Puppy if they can find the finish onto him. The stun, it comes out, and Yapsor looking like he's going to die. That almost a double kill. Puppy goes down. Jabs finds double for himself. Ace tosses back in Ninja Boogie, but
They won't be able to get a kill.
he can't even hit him. Ice armor. Oh, he throws the tree. All right, well done.
Nice.
That's how he answers the attack speed problems.
But that means Doom, complete free farm. He's going for a Shadow Blade. He's going to be a very, very, very big issue for Secret.
And Mineski still won that fight, handedly.
And they did, yeah. And they forced a tiny rotation. He didn't want to really rotate. But he can't really stay top either. That's the problem he has.
And Enchantress wanted to TP into this, but anybody that comes this lane right now is just dead. Doom is about to hit his level 10 talent also.
But yeah, you see, the biggest problem is really Sniper doesn't have a lot of net worth. He couldn't even pressure mid tower.
Jeez.
Where's the DP going right now? Bottom? A DP ult was used again actually to bring down the tier 1 mid tower
Yeah.
in the meantime. So they actually won bottom fight and they got a tier 1 mid tower.
On the bottom fight, tier 1 tower, the free farming dude, it's all going wrong right now for Secret.
I mean, you can see it in gold, 3k gold advantage already.
Yeah. And you can, this is the posture of people that don't feel like they can fight right now. They're all just sort of hiding and they want to protect the sniper if possible.
Yeah. I think the early game objectives for Secret weren't really accomplished. So they will have to... I guess you just farm until you get the Blink Dagger on the Bad Rider. Because your Tiny isn't going to go for Blink. Actually, Tiny is also going for drums. 2 drums. Sniper has something in the Courier. Face boots. Alright. Not that exciting.
It's a rough life out here for a sniper, not gonna lie.
And Shardus has Medallion.
This is pretty nice for Ace, though. He's able to take away a little bit of a stack.
Yeah, for sure.
Any things that you can get like that are really helpful, but he might end up just dying here.
Look at Puppy. Wants to carry his team going for Midas.
Hey, man. You gotta do it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not wrong.
I'm the carry now.
Jab is actually level 7 on the Tusk.
Alright, well, that's Doom. Oh, Sniper. No, no, no.
Sniper's dead again.
Can they get an eye? Not quite. Doom finds the finish. And meanwhile, the wraparound over here, they tried to pull one in, but it's a last on Jabs. She's going to TP away. Avalanche not in range. Oh.
If that Avalanche is just dead, he's going to burn to death.
That's really frustrating, I'm sure.
Man, these little things, if they go wrong too, it makes you feel bad.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I'm sure that's one of those moments, like, your camera is really far to one side and the angle of it looks like Avalanche would hit. Yeah.
Especially when Sunstrike with Invoker, it looks like I'm on, and then I look, oh, there's a little gap. Yeah. Well, Puppy just got demolished Doom as well. Man, Ice is making so many...
do this again?
I don't know, he's making so much space.
Yeah, look where he died!
Did you see this? He has a Shadow Blade now as well. Look at his network, 6.6k.
Yeah, well, bottom lane is Ace is just going to drop. They find the kill, and it's 4 down here. They take the tower 14 to 5, 7k net worth.
Secret need to stop this bleeding right now. They need to recoup, they need to play together. They can't really split up anymore. At least 4 people have to be together at all times.
So which are the 4 that need to be together, and who's going solo for a little bit? Is there anybody that can really survive a gank, or do you just like, stick them far away?
Nobody can really survive a gank. It could only be the Bad Rider, but he didn't go for the Blink. So the main priority right now is to get the Blink on the Bad Rider, so they can actually initiate fights. So I would probably split like Tiny kind of alone, because he has the highest possibility of getting away from all the heroes they have. Okay. But they definitely secure this Blink Dagger right now. Yeah, he's still far away, 2,000 gold almost.
That's about the whole item. That's about how much the whole item costs.
Yeah. And Sniper dead again.
Oh no. The roll in, they're going to try and get it. The stun silence, Magnetize is there. I don't know if this is going to end up working. Can't they burst through Moon? He has still 10 stick charges and a Yule Scepter. Yeah. And well, Ice maybe with them. Oh. If he goes down, this could be something of significance. They're trying to find a kill onto him, but still running away, still getting the regen. He is almost down. He's got the regen from the passive. That's not enough.
So, he went a bit too aggressive. He should not have died there. It's quite a big kill for them.
Look at that. They traded the off lane for the mid, and they got 1,000 extra gold for that.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, though, off lane is like their most fun hero on the map right now.
Yeah, very indicative of the state of the game currently.
But yeah, still, the rate is quite poor, so that's like a positive for Secret. But they need to get this Blink Dagger. Another 1,000 gold.
I mean, you say that the Razor is quite poor, but he's also high net worth than every other enemy team. So.
Well, I guess negative for Secret.
Yeah, exactly. What does that say about it?
But there's so many drums in this game. 4 drums. Raid's also a drum.
They're just banging on the drums, man. They're having a party.
Oh, look at Tusk. 800 gold for Blink Dagger. Actually, he would have got mana boots and an urn on top of that. His network was 4k.
So Jabs Blink Dagger before the Bat Rider, probably.
Yeah, it depends.
Maybe not.
On the farm priority Secret has right now, but I think the Bat Rider should have the highest farm priority here for sure.
Yeah.
And Puppy's still saving up for the Midas.
So let's assume for a second that they do manage to get a Blink Dagger in a decent timing. Who is the main target that they want to go on to try and kill?
DP for sure.
Okay.
But well, it's going to be Action Top.
Yeah, they got the catch with the charge there. He's just gone.
Pretty much dead.
I mean, you can talk all you want about status resistance, but it doesn't matter when the shards caught him anyways.
Yeah. That's all my task is really good against him. Status resistance is nothing against that.
Yeah.
And then later on, they don't even have it yet, the sigil. It's going to be so annoying to be Tiny later on.
Right.
Yeah, what I was getting at is they need to focus down the DP, but it's going to be a problem because Tusk is pretty much going to have to Blink Dagger at the same time as Bad Rider, and then you can just snowball him out of the ladder.
Right.
So they will have to somehow like grab him and then make sure the Earthbridge silences the Tusk.
Right.
Like
that's a lot of things that need to happen.
Yeah, but they're so far behind right now, they need to outplay them completely. Now they're just getting Roche with the Exorcism, and they can't fight this at all.
Man, look at this too. They've got the double ice armor going on from Lich and then also having Doom in the game. So right now, DP is just sitting with, what's that, 23 armor.
Yeah, it's a plus 17 armor if Frost armor is maxed.
That's so crazy.
And the slows also stack. It means if a meteor hero hits you, you get slowed twice.
Oh no, and they went in to try and take it right as the Roshan falls, and now maybe they're going to try and take this fight. The Razor is very low. If they can burst him down, this could be decent. The Chain Frost starting to bounce. Ninja Boogie needing to run away from him, and they do find that lasso. Now, do they decide to chase any further? Looks like that's going to be
Ace got a double kill. Blink on the battery right now. But Blink at the same time also in the Tusk.
Right.
So basically the counter to already is online as well.
That's pretty scary.
And Battery is going to have a very hard time. Because if it doesn't lasso DP, he's going to get Yuled. If he lassos the DP, DP is probably going to get snowballed.
They need to find him maybe when they're not on 5-man. If it's a 5-man, it's going to just be gone.
I mean, Mineski has to be careful splitting up now. It should probably be like kind of like a 4-1. Doom is kind of doing his own thing, and the other 4 are working together. And then Doom can just connect because he's pretty fast.
Can Doom solo kill and play on the map right now if they're on?
Probably everybody except Tiny. Tiny got 2.2k health.
Yeah.
And yeah, Doom doesn't really last on him.
Moving in right now for the sniper. They get the shards perfectly, but it's all a bait, an elaborate bait. The chase forward, though, the snowballs there. They still managed to find the kill on the sniper, but will it be worth it? Jabs, he's in trouble. He falls to Ace, a killing for him. Now Ice trying to run away. Mushi is back here as well, trying to beat that wall in front of him. Keep him alive. He can't slow. It's all coming out, but he's able to walk away. And now DP here as well. Ice walks back in towards them. They don't have Exorcism again for 35 seconds, but with the Doom down on the Enchantress, slowing her up and trying to kill her off. They bounce her away and saving his buddy, but is it going to be enough? He had nonetheless.
Worst case scenario, you save his pop and you die for it.
And now they're also probably going to lose the Bat Rider. He wants that kill. He does take down the Doom, which is a hell of a lot of gold towards him, but Fata ends up falling nonetheless.
It was worth it. The Bat Rider trade for the Doom, that was definitely good by Fata.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they managed to pick up one more on the way out. So Secret still fighting back here.
Yeah. Well, that was mostly because there was no Exorcism.
Right.
And they basically dived the tower with 2 people only and got punished for it. That was a good reaction by Secret. But I think once they just start 5-manning towers with Exorcism, it's going to be very, very hard for Secret to actually do anything about it.
That's always the thing, right? Like, you have these moments where it looks amazing, but you know that it's just because the team fight was terrible for this one particular team.
Yeah. Well, it's basically everything that could go wrong for Mineski kind of went wrong there. Like, you Doom and Enchantress.
Yeah.
Bad Rider gets like 10 stacked on a Doom. If you have 10 napalm stacks, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, for sure. But so as a player, when that type of thing happens, is it just because you're like, all right, we're so far ahead, let's just fight him. We just want to fight right now.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just that you overestimate how strong you actually are, and you just kind of like die. But usually it's fine if it only happens once. You have to prevent it from happening like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. That's actually how Newbie lost earlier today against Kingwin. Because they overestimated themselves so much, they just kept chain feeding 3-4 times. And Mineski has to make sure it doesn't happen. They're very distant, so I don't think it will happen.
For sure. Well, 6,000 net worth lead. It's 19-11. And maybe another opportunity here. This is the way it could begin.
Tiny is
Ace in trouble.
Even though the chance missed, he's pretty much dead.
Everything that he can do, he's doing. He's in the avalanche and he's about to die.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage at least. Well, not a lot, but he did damage.
I mean, they're all regenerating again from it anyways.
So top lane, are they going to commit Exorcism for this? I don't think they have to. They can pretty much just hit it down.
They have a minute left on Aegis as well.
Yeah. Or they use Exorcism, but they want to go high ground here for sure too. They want to damage high ground a little bit.
Radiant immediately fortifies. What do you think about the DP Blink Dagger build, by the way? We didn't get a chance to talk about that at the time.
Very good with the ults in combination, because you can kind of be like an initiator for your team. Okay. But it also means you're a lot weak on the front lines. Right. Because you're missing those 2k gold.
Oh, the chase. They do have a Chain Frost onto one, the stun silence, and only hit there on the Lich as well as the Death Prophet. And to be brought low is going to fall. They aren't going high ground, but it looks like they're going to secure the other tier 2 tower.
Yeah. But I don't think it's a winning condition for Secret. I don't think they can lasso the Razor. They have to lasso the DP. But they tried to pick off the Razor because DP was just showing top. But you saw with the Blink Dagger as well as the Yules and the Phase Boost was just there instantly.
Right.
They probably didn't expect them to be there that fast.
Yeah.
But they're in a perfect world. You last the
They're in a
DP.
perfect world.
And you somehow silence the Tusk. And then you win that team fight. And that's kind of like your ticket back into the game. When you see the gold advantage now, 11k. It's a lot of gold, man.
And that's the thing, is that it's sort of been this way for a long time now. Now they're getting into these items that are like close out the game items. BKB on Razor, BKB being built as well on the Doom. The DP, I think, already has the BKB done. Like, all of these things just mean that what was already a tough game for Secret is going to become even harder.
Because Mineski is itemizing very smart, because they're going for those BKBs, as you said.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of other teams would just go for like more greedy items, more farmy items.
Right.
Like maybe Octarine on DP is very, very, you know, it's like a very nice thing to have.
Yeah.
But it's not really like a game closer. It's very risky.
It feels fun to play that.
Yeah, they're itemizing correctly and very, very good for them.
Oh, the dude was there. Is it going to be enough? They already caught him to Earth Spirit. He can't use anything else, but Moon actually got low HP, and then immediately up to full HP because he has Third Spirit Siphons going simultaneously. Everybody trying to run away, but they're all going to die. Blink forward, rolling in on full step. Aptor actually manages to get off all of his abilities afterwards. It's a 5-man magnetize, but there's already 4 dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a GG soon.
Eto GG.
Kind of getting out of control. And also look at Sniper. He went first item Blink Dagger.
What?
Look at his damage.
It's the CTY.
Yeah.
It's the CTY. It's coming back.
I mean, look at his damage. Like 87 plus 34, and you're hitting for that mid 23. You're just gonna Exorcism High Ground now, and what do you do to stop? You hit them for like what, 50 damage?
That ain't great. It ain't great. He has 4 points in shrapnel now.
At least.
There you go. That's something, right?
Okay, the game was really looking bad for them already, but in order to become it, you actually need some kind of damage, some kind of survivability. And Blink Dagger does not do that for you.
I mean, I guess to be fair, if he didn't, like, let's say, what would be the other item? Like a Dragon Lance or something?
And like Hurricane Pike.
Maybe a Mjolnir or a Maelstrom first. Like, it doesn't feel like that would really change the complexion of the game either that much, right?
Oh, it would not, but at least you itemize kind of like for later in the game.
Yeah.
What does a Blink Dagger honestly do? Okay, they don't go on you, but what can you do to them?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you hit them, but you actually just tickle them. Look at that guy armor. Like, he doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's a hard game. Game is hard.
Actually, Razor also bought a Blink Dagger now to be able to jump on that Sniper.
So many Blink Daggers.
That's also the reason why DP bought a Blink Dagger as well. They just want to jump on the Sniper. Even though I don't really know why, because it's a non-factor right now. I think they should focus more on other heroes. Yeah. Like, the only problem they have right now is the Tiny and Bad Rider, in my opinion.
Is that even a problem, though, to be honest?
Well, it's not a problem.
But I think they'd be worried about. Okay.
I mean, they're feeling, you know, very rich. Why not? Just get a Blink Dagger. Blink is good on every hero.
Yeah.
Just get it out there.
They've already got their BK.
Look at Doom, man. He almost got a Shiva's Guard. It's so damn fat.
They're pretty big.
DP is also working on a Shiva's Guard, so they're working on 2 Shiva's Guards. Tiny just finished the Saint after. Mask of Madness on Sniper. That's what I want to see. Some damage, at least.
All right. Mask of Madness, minute 4.
But imagine the Mom, as well as like a Dragon, would be way more impactful than this Blink Dagger now. Yeah. It just makes more sense to kit together.
Yeah. Maybe he needs the Rapier.
Well,
don't be there.
And no boots yet, but the Midas. He's actually skipping boots entirely. Going for a 4-step next.
I mean, who needs boots? You've already got 365 movement speed.
Yeah, and just damn fast. And he got the, what's it called? Oh. No, he doesn't even have wind days.
Almost got away there. The Fata jump before Ice was able to get any damage onto him, but now 5 are running mid. Guess what, Fata? You are kaput.
You are very kaput.
Oh, no! The shard's a little bit off mark.
Him.
I think he is
it's not kaput.
Still dead? BKB, turn around. Doom the Tiny.
That was not a very good Doom. It's actually just gone already. You see that?
Doom and BKB down. They gave him one assassinate on the backside as he's heading away. Just like, take that.
I think if Secret, not Secret, if Mineski wants to play safe, they just wait for Roche right now.
Okay.
Take the Roche, get the Aegis cheese, and then go high ground with that. In the meantime, they should take the tier 2 bottom though, because there's no way Secret can actually fight them.
But who do you go with? Do you take everybody down there, or do you just send a couple?
Well, right now you don't have to worry about mid lane anymore. So what you should do, push out top lane with one hero. Maybe like smoke 3 bottom, DP pushes out top and TP's bottom, or Doom TP's bottom. Like the most basic rotation, basically.
Okay.
One guy pushes out top, the other 3 run bottom, and when the top lane is pushed, then you just TP there.
Look at it. They're listening to you through the microphone, man. They know what's happening.
It's just because they're giving a lot of space to Secret right now, and Secret shouldn't be allowed to have the space, actually.
Yeah.
At this time, should not be farming at the enemy tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
He should be scared to even leave base.
I guess that part of that also has been pretty good vision by Secret to try and make sure that they know where they are. At all
Actually, what I
times.
would really like to see as well, they just bought the gem on Lich as well.
Yeah.
I really must be hearing me.
They're listening to you, man. It's almost like you're a professional player or something. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't guess that.
Base chase, maybe gonna be able to find it. Blink away, and they
There
all
goes
get
out.
out.
That's very nice. Roshan just respawned, by the way. For the next objective. They're gonna get the tier 2. And then they're gonna commit exorcism for Roshan, wait for the next exorcism, and then take the last set of wrecks. At least it's the most logical.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless... Wait.
I guess they could be
now?
worried about if Roche is up or something. And
Yeah, they want to go to Roshan. That is also a fair call.
Yeah.
Why not?
for sure.
Yeah. Use the exorcism there straight.
So, ways for Secret to get back into this. You just go in, you steal Roshan. That's all you got to do.
Well, okay, like an amazing Roche fight sounds very nice, but very unrealistic.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, if they give them eggs and cheese, winning this game is even more unrealistic.
Yeah.
So,
Some wise words.
well, I guess Sniper is slowly pushing out the lane.
He's got it.
Sad, man.
I think the creeps are almost doing more than him at this point.
They don't. Oh, they do commit the exorcism.
This is number 3, right? This is just number 3.
There's number 2, yeah, no refresher shot. If they get refresher shot on the DP, oh my god, it's gonna be dirty.
Would you go? Is there ever a world that you give it to the Doom for 2 Dooms?
It is possible too, yeah. I mean, they have a lot of good refresher heroes.
Yeah.
Even Razor, double Eye of the Storm, can be an amazing source of damage.
So Razor, I think, might be in my league for like top favorite heroes after the patch because not that I think he's necessarily good, but I like that they changed him in a way where he feels more fun to play now. What do you think about the hero?
I mean, yeah, of course. Before he was kind of just like a car. It would just be really fast and stuff.
Yeah.
But now you're really fast and you purge people
It's kind of cool, right?
randomly. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is it is random.
Oh, Fata?
Well, forced up a BKB, I guess.
Yeah, that was a little bit odd.
Why did you just BKB there?
Maybe he thought that he was jumping on him, and then he had vision, I guess, and that he was going to get lasted. That was completely random because Fata blinked on him. They both like were in the same area.
I saw he just. Father kind of just blinked away, but it blinked on him, right?
Yeah, accidentally.
yeah.
All right. Fortuitous stuff. Things coming up Secret a little bit.
So Doom just TP top because he saw the sniper there. And just saw Doom bottom. There's no way he's expecting this.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, well played.
Sniper going to get caught. Ran at. There's a lot of pings on the map, it looks like. And, well,
Sniper's having a rough game, 1-8.
no buyback either.
Well, he just bought a mouse from actually. If he gets up in time, which he will, yeah, no exorcism for 40, they might actually be able to fit this
Okay.
a little bit.
A little bit.
More than before.
We'll see. I mean, they have Greaves on Tusk also. There's a lot of items right now that I feel like Mineski have, and they're in a pretty freaking good position. Was that level 19 on Tusk? What the hell? 40%.
Yeah, 40%.
God, so good.
That's the reason why he's so strong as a support. But yeah, now you see the sigil too. The tiny actually doesn't attack anymore.
That's so sad. Oh, poor Tiny.
They actually have a lot of spells that are so great against Tiny. Even the Siphon Life, or Spirit Siphon,
Yeah.
makes him not be able to run away anymore.
They took the speed aura creep for the Doom.
Yeah, he just took it because Enchanter sent it at them and just ate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so like they don't get vision or whatever.
Jeez. How petty. That's great. I love that.
So double Shiva's up as well. Now they're both building Octarine cores as well. They just want to have the same items, I think.
That's great.
Lich got Gem as well as Glimmer Cape. Lich is actually different.
He's making it happen. Well, in the meantime, it's also mid lane, a rotation in for Ace, possibly. He doesn't quite have that level 3 grow for the maximum status resistance yet, but he's getting close.
What is he going for? AC? Alright. Okay, you really want to go BKB on Tiny this game, but you also don't, because BKB is a really bad item on Tiny.
That's...
I feel like it's a pretty good item, but the status resistance makes it like so useless, you know? It stuns like a second.
Oh god. Look at this over here as well. They're just gonna run at him.
They're just gonna run over, yeah.
Sniper, he gets gone. The exorcism on top
Get out of here!
Now
Get out of
for
here!
more of the chase.
Evacuate!
Get away. They actually made that work okay.
Yeah, but they're gonna get the top tower with the exorcism now.
Yeah.
No back to protection.
Oh, silence on the 3. They don't want to walk up to high ground yet. Outrider's still something they need to be a little bit careful about, but the chase forward, the Doom is already there. Font is gone. Mushi pops his BKB, they're running in. They do have a glyph here, but the exorcism about to wear off, and maybe I still a little bit of trouble. They throw the chain to force everybody back. Fata, he buys back as well. Mineski, maybe not feeling as comfortable as before.
Well, they forced out a lot of resources of
Secret,
so they're fine with just backing off right now. I'm not entirely sure how long the Aegis is still up.
It looks like it's still 45 seconds.
45 seconds? Yeah. So they won't be able to use it anymore. But they still have a cheese as well. Razor just finished his Aghanims.
Nice. I like that build. I thought he had AC queued up, and I was going to ask you about the Axe build for Razor.
Actually, Axe, I don't understand why he didn't take the talent for the ult then, but the 10 armor instead.
Yeah, I think that he had it queued up where he wanted to go AC, but he changed his mind. He just wanted to end the game, maybe.
Right.
But I'm with you.
Because the minus 0.1 actually does a lot. Like every 0.4 seconds, it's actually so much damage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's also minus 1 armor every time. So you do like 2.5 armor every second.
I'll trust your math, definitely.
Yeah, I'm an engineering man.
Did he pop it for nothing though? Why did he pop it?
Well, just to farm the ancients.
I guess that they don't want to fight since they don't have Aegis anyways.
Yeah. You can see the cooldown of DP ult and Razor ult is kind of identical right now. Like 10 seconds less, but you know.
Oh, it's glorious.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of what you do with Razor. You just ult and you kill the ancients with it.
I'm sort of looking between this Enchantress and the Sniper. It feels like Enchantress is going to be the one doing more of the damage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the Sniper, he needs some time. He needs like 20 minutes and then they have a good fighting chance. But whether he gets 20 minutes or not, not a question.
I feel like I've seen this story before. The App Store, oh, they pop BKB. It's not happening, man. Running away and is going to die. Pup yells trouble. He's going to get brought down and now the exorcism back cooldown.
28 gold lead.
Mineski looking quite strong, and this is there looking to finish off game number 1.
Who said they would be tired of flying in?
I know, exactly, right? They're ready. They're popping.
They're here to play, man.
Something that I think, in case anybody missed it, they flew in today and gonna force Secret down in game number 1. And I'm thinking about this going into game number 2. Was it just like drafting error? What was the big deciding factor for you that made them win this game?
Well, I think the early objectives they had, which was protect